Hello, Nuggets. It's your favorite TT from Divine Me 1111 Spiritual Guidance. I hope that you all are doing well. We're going to get into the energy, the weekly energy for Scorpio. Guys, if you need to get in contact with me for a personal or you want to follow me on my other platforms, that information is in the description box below. Thank you all so much for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. It helps the channel, and I appreciate it. So now let's see. Let's get down to it. Scorpio, your two channel songs for this week are Earned It by The Weeknd and Just My Imagination by The Temptations. So, I'm hearing come out wherever you are. I don't know what that means for y'all, but you guys take it how it resonates for you. But that come out wherever you are means that there is something that is hiding, that is being hidden, that is being called out. All right. Scorpio, let's get you some music oracles. All right. What's done in the dark? All right. Okay, we have two. We're going to leave it at that. We have I Belong to You by Lenny Kravitz and Smile by Angela Wimbush. Our underlying energy is All the Man I Need by Miss Whitney Houston. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hot, and I hope you guys can hear me with this fan on, but I am roasting right now. Whew. Now I'm hearing The Heat Is On. I can't remember who it's by, but it's an 80s group. The heat is on. The heat is on the street. The heat is on. Okay. Well. Oh. Scorpio, this I understand that, speaking your truth and saying how you feel and letting people in is very terrifying and scary. But sitting around like a creep and a stalker and having these feelings and emotions and these thoughts and things that you want to say or do and not doing that is really not good for you or the situation. You sitting back and being fixed in your feelings, or in this case what it sounds like is being fixed in your fear and not speaking out and saying something is not only not getting you what you want, but it's also keeping you from a whole lot of other things that are, that are waiting for you, that wants to come into your energy and into your awareness and your consciousness and your 3D, but you rather sit back like a creep. And that's what I'm hearing. Was it Creep? Is that by Bush? I think that's by Bush, or it's either by Bush or Nirvana. I want to say it's Bush though, but Creep is what I'm hearing. So not attractive. All right. Okay. Yeah, this is you have your eye on something. You have your eye on the prize. You actually have this in your grasp, in your hands. And the thing is you realizing and understanding what you've got. And you all in your feelings. all in your either. Now this could be you or somebody else, but I'm hearing cry me a freaking river. Cry me a river. You have everything that you need, that you want, that needs to be in your energy right now, and you're being, air and water. So your thoughts and your feelings about your thoughts, or your thoughts about how you feel in a situation, what you're getting, what you're receiving, or what you could potentially get or receive if you express yourself from a higher perspective and a higher level of thinking, instead of trying to make it look cool. Looking cool and actually being cool are two totally different things. And I'm not talking about physical stuff. I'm talking about like that on the inside kind of thing. That, you can put on a face and put on a front for everybody else, but is that helping you? Is that front, is that face, is that mask that you're hiding behind getting you where you want to be, getting you the desired outcome? Or are you just, I'm hearing killing yourself softly, or killing yourself slowly. But now I'm also hearing Killing Me Softly by Roberta Flack, not the remake, not the refugee version, not that. I'm hearing Miss Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly. So this is some deep stuff, and you just hovering around the surface of it, rather than knowing what you have and taking it and hey, let's get this going. Or, I think this has to also do with you not knowing what the other person or where it is that you're wanting to go is, that whole unknown thing is keeping you, just like holding on to whatever it is that you have, these thoughts, these illusions and delusions is what I'm hearing. And rather than, saying or doing or acting in the capacity that of the information that you have. I know this sounds like a lot, but you're doing, it's like you're doing too much, Scorpio. It's like you're trying to do too much. It's like you're trying to do too much under the radar, under the surface, rather than, being out loud with it, being upfront and being outright with it. And it's keeping you, you're doing a little bit, but it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you fixed and not, getting to that next level of light energy, of light understanding, of moving and flowing. You are, whatever this is, you're right for the part. You just don't, you don't have the conviction of what you're wanting and going into to actually be there and be solid for you. I don't know what to tell you about that. Because the thing is whether it is something that once you act on it or communicate it or say it is out there. Once you put it out there, then you can know which way to move. Then you can go forward, whether this thing is for you or not. But sitting back and just holding on to it because you're afraid to, be vulnerable, that's so old and played out and not gonna get you nowhere. I know that this is probably harsh and rough and you don't like it. It's not that I don't care. I do care, because if I didn't care, I wouldn't say it. I'm working in my gift and what I'm given. I'm doing what God is telling me to do. So in this is freeing for you to do what you are called to do. If God called you to it, don't worry about what nobody else think about it. This is you recognizing that God power within you, and not just, gosh, validation of what's outside of you means nothing when you don't get it from the inside. What other people say and think about you and what you do really doesn't have any weight, especially when it's, this whole, especially when it's, oh, I get it. There it is. Look at that. That's so beautiful. That's wonderful. I heard this not too long ago from T.I., and yes, I know all the stuff that T.I. is going through that has little to do with the message that I'm getting ready to speak to you that he said. He said, if you live for the cheers, you'll die by the boos. So, if other people are, as long as other people are loving you, you're good. But as soon as, that goes left and they're not giving you what it is that you want, and everything is not A-okay and yay-okay and hunky-dory, you like, fuck the world. That's not how this goes. That's not how this supposed to go. You supposed to love you no matter what, flaws and all. Why? Because that's how God made you. And if it's something that you believe that you need to work on and something that you need to change, you have the power to do that within yourself. It don't have nothing to do with nobody else. They don't like the way you do things now, then those are not the people for you. People who are for you allow your growth. They let you grow. They see you for the evolved being that you are becoming. And if they don't, then that is where your journey with that person, with that job, with that energy comes to an end for now. It doesn't even have to be like, especially if this is I'm gonna dive into my personal real quick. Even this, if this has to do with family members, like if you are doing something and this is very much whatever it is that you're doing and you're coming into understanding of resonates with you on a deep level, and you understand it, and this is the path that you choose to follow, and your family members are looking at you side-eye, then it's not for them to understand right now. But it does not mean that you are supposed to stop your growth, what you are doing, to satisfy and pacify them. And cutting that energy off does not necessarily mean that it does not pick up later. It does not mean that they cannot grow and evolve and do, and it be accepting. You're not waiting on that. But if it does, it can come back around. But what needs to happen right now is you continuing to push forward. You taking what God is giving you and saying what needs to be said, moving how you need to move. Not everybody's going to get it. And it's okay to go from, this whole collective being in an environment of many to getting with just you and God and moving forward that way. It's okay to do that. It really is okay to do that. It's not going to be easy. This is something that, you probably put a bunch of work into. There's history there. You've actually built things, and some of those things come to fruition and some of them don't. And those things that have not, started to bear fruit, it's, if it's not reciprocating the energy, effort, and the love and passion that you're putting in, then it's time for you to go where that is for you. For some of you, this could be leaving a job, or some kind of other situation, a relationship, whatever it is. And it could be a way of thinking, something that you were taught. For instance, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, but for instance, you being taught or raised in a monotheist belief system, and now you are coming into the understanding of something else, something more, and everybody not being on the same page with that. But it's your belief, it's your understanding, it's your awakening and your consciousness and awareness that hey, doesn't necessarily have to be this way, or you are going, still have that foundation of it, but you're expanding it. It's okay to do that. That's called growth. Okay? So, Scorpio, listen to your intuition. Listen to what you're being given. Yes, there are things that you have to do, moving in and navigating this world and being in this 3D, but there's also governing yourself according to what God is giving you. Okay, so I was raised in the church, of course. Actually, I was raised Catholic, but there's a passage that says, I want to say it's in Genesis. It's like the later chapters of Genesis, where God appeared to Abram. Before he was called Abraham, he appeared to Abram, and God told him to leave this land, his homeland, to get away from his kinsmen, because they were not of the same belief and understanding that there was one God and you could hear and commune with God within yourself. God said, leave this place, leave your kinsmen, and I will take you to another place that you will establish your lineage and your people. And at that time, Abram was old, but he still listened to the call that God said. God didn't, it was not I know you are all seeing this meme. It wasn't a conference call. That was a one-on-one. This is what you're supposed to be doing in order to live your life and embody what it is that is the image of yourself and God within you. Listen to that intuition. Take those steps. Take action on what you're hearing and what you're getting. If you think that you're making a mistake, okay, what can you do from this point to change it? Okay? It's not really anything as far as a mistake. It's just learning different ways. There's no such thing as failure. You just learn a bunch of ways that it don't work. Okay? All right. So that is your message, Scorpio. I hope that helped. I hope it resonated for you. If it did not, you're more than welcome to check out some of the other readings on the channel. It does not necessarily have to be your sun sign in order for it to resonate. If it has a title that resonates for you, by all means, go ahead and check it out, because it could be a message for you, okay? um, signs that you could possibly be dealing with. 100% definitely other water signs. This could be um, Scorpio and Pisces, heavy, Cancer as well. We have fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Taurus here. So take it how it applies for you, Nuggets. I love you. I love you from my soul. And I send you all blessings and light. Take care.